Welcome back, geeks. In this tutorial we are going to dive into another section. Don't forget, in our last session we figure out how we can understand every single thing about HTML, and that is a crash course. I'm so happy that we shut this thing down, and in this module we want to take a look at CSS, and we're shutting it down. We're going to take a look at a lot of topics right in there. I think I've actually posted the topics in there. We're going to take a look at what CSS really means, CSS selector, CSS color in CSS, text formatting, font, box model, a lot more. We have a lot of topics that we need to cover in this thing, so that by the time you're able to cover all these topics, you will be able to understand CSS to the fullest. Right, without no further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to go straight down into my Visual Studio Code, and you know what, let me just delete everything. Boom, and now we'll save, and it's going to look as if something is wrong in there. Nothing is going to be displayed. Shift with an exclamation mark and hit on enter. It's going to give us another boilerplate. So here I'm going to say CSS tutorial, or let me say module or something. So when I'm saving it, that means you want to really talk about CSS. Okay, so okay, when you save it, and let's reload this, see what you can see. CSS module is right in there. So now, what are CSS? CSS is what brings about beauty, gives our website beauty. It's makes our websites to look more beautiful. HTML can only give you the content, but CSS will beautify it for you. Like when you're talking about color, when you're talking about size of images, size of text, when you're talking about animations, transitions, and a lot more. So right now what we want to do is that let's see how we can actually start implementing CSS. So there are different ways you can impute CSS into your website, and CSS stands for Cascadian Style Sheet. It gives our website beauty. It beautifies our website. Just note that. So the first thing we're going to do is that how can we declare CSS? We have three ways of declaring CSS. Let me just type it. We have the inline, we have the internal, and we have the what, external ways of implementing CSS in your website. So right, if you want to talk about inline, all right, let me show you something. If you want to talk about inline, internal, let's say we want to talk about internal. So let's take a look at inline. Let's take a look at h1, and by the time I have h1 like this, I want to say heading tag. So this heading tag, I want to give it color. So if you want to do inline, what you're going to do is that you're going to say, hey, I need, that means inside this element. That's what is inline really means. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just inside this space, I'm going to give it an attribute of style. So before you even type it, the intelligence of the Emmet extensions is going to tell you that just click on the style, so that you're not going to be stressing yourself. You can see this gives me a lot of options. Like style is equals to with the quote. So all you have to do is just to put whatever. Maybe you want to give it back color, maybe let's say you want to give it background color. So then when you type background color, it's going to actually show it for you. So you don't need to be stressing yourself thinking about how to actually type it. And here you can see red. Don't worry, we are going to do more of stuff like this. So by the time we go back and see, this thing gives us what, red. So this is inline. All right, good. So what if you want to style it internal, and at the same time you want to achieve the same result? So let me just remove this particular code, and what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to, okay, sorry, let me just press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Okay, I'm saving it right now. So let me just remove this. So what is internal? Internal is just more or less like inside the heading or header, or inside the edge, you see style. So I just want to give you an overview. We're still going to go deep down. Style, you can see by the time you type style, this one is going to give you in form of tag. So let's not take, for instance, you now want to style this h1. So you are going to select it by saying h1, here you are, and I'm going to have a curly brace. So the curly brace I'm having is going to tell me that, okay, what are you doing? I want a background color. So that background color that I want, and I want it to be what, something like brown. Okay, let me use red, because red is what we use in the first place. All right, so by the time you use red and save it, so when you save it, it gives you the same results. So that is what internal. So another ways through which you can style your CSS is by using what is known as what, external. So external means you are going to probably create an external file, and you're going to figure out how you can link it with whatever page you are styling. All right, good. So what I'm going to do right now is that here I say, hey buddy, I need an external style. I need a file called style. So the file style, I want it to be style.css. So by the time you do that, and I want that CSS file to be imputed inside this place, so that anytime you are styling something inside this place, it will be functioning inside this file. So what you're going to do is not something really tough. You're just going to say, okay, here I just have to remove this because we don't want it. Okay, let me remove this because we don't want it. I'm just trying to let you know the difference through which you can style, and at the same time you're getting the same result. Okay, just note this. Don't be too hard on yourself. Like I said, it's something that requires times, so you don't have to start asking yourself too much questions. Just follow along with me. Don't worry, you're going to get used to this. All right, okay, I've been there. I know how it feels. Like, okay, I just want to start building, but I can't wait to start building cool stuff. So you need to understand the genesis, understand the basic, every single thing that you're typing. You need to know the reason why you're typing it. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is under this place, I'm going to hit an enter. I'm going to say style. All right, I'm going to say link rather. So because I want to link everything, so ms is going to this note. Okay, so this style.css simply means, okay, I'm not going to copy this style. I'm going to say I'm going to say I'm going to say style.css. All right, so what I'm saying here is, you can see this style.css that you've styled, because you have actually referenced it. You can type anything inside this place and it's going to have an effect on your tag. So let's take, for instance, I want this h1 again. So here I will just go to this style.css and I'll say h1, where are you? The way we normally do is open it with a curly brace and hit on enter and say background color. So if you say background color, it's going to actually hyphen, you can see background hyphen color. It's going to tell you that, okay, what do you want? I say I want the color to be to be red, and I'm going to hit on enter. So by the time I save it, you can see it gives me the same results. So basically that is how to start styling. What is CSS and how to write it. I've successfully shown you how to actually write CSS. I intentionally don't want to talk about a lot of stuff because so that you don't get confused. You get some articles that's going to be talking about groups, they're going to be talking about values, that's going to be talking about a lot of things. I just want you to see it in a very easy way. Forget what they are saying online, just focus on how to actually write your code. That's all. All right, good. You have successfully understand the 3 ways: the internal, the external, and the inline, and I've successfully shown you right now. If you want to do internal, you can. If you want to do inline, you do it inside the tag. If you want to do internal, you do it inside the page. If you want to do external, you create a new file for you to be able to get it done. All right, don't forget, CSS beautifies our website. It gives it a color, it gives it a transition, a little bit of animation. It makes your website to be mind appealing. Don't worry, as we move on in this tutorial, like I said, we are going to create an awesome stuff, and you know the reason why CSS is very important and why you should know it so well. All right guys, thank you for watching, and I can feel it right now that you're enjoying this tutorial. And in the next tutorial, we're going to dive into something more awesome. Let's check it out. We're going to see CSS selector. We've actually done it before, but I will have to lay more emphasis on it so that it's going to get much more better. Thank you for watching guys, and happy coding.